Everyone, I think I figured it out. I think I figured out tonight's game and the reasoning for it. Get to the 9th round of the shootout. Lose your 9th straight. Lose the game, your 9th straight game, in the 9th round of the shootout. It all makes too much sense. It does. It makes way too much sense. And that's exactly what happened. The Flyers lost their 9th game in a row in the 9th round of the shootout to the New York Islanders. We're going through it again, and again, and again, and again. And I am going crazy. I really am. And it just continues and continues to get more frustrating. It really, really does. It does. But before we get into all that, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to TTP Sports. And before we get into this Flyers 9th straight loss to the New York Islanders, the most important thing you can do is hit that sub button. I will greatly appreciate that. So if you're a new viewer looking for all your latest Philadelphia sports news, recaps, and events, definitely hit that sub button. And also, if you are a current subscriber of the channel, I am grateful for you being here that long and looking to continue that down the road. Also, if you're looking for tickets to any upcoming sporting event or concert, definitely utilize the code TTPSPORTS at checkout on your first purchase to get $20 off your first purchase with SeatGeek. So if you're looking to go to a hockey game, go to an NFL game, the playoffs just started, NBA, baseball, hopefully whenever the hell that returns, definitely utilize TTP Sports for $20 off your first purchase at SeatGeek now. And getting into the business tonight, Philadelphia Flyers fall in the shootout. The 9th round of the shootout to the New York Islanders, 4-3. They lose in the 9th round of the shootout to lose their 9th game in a row. It all makes way too much sense. It does. It really does. And you know what the worst part about it is? I don't think the Flyers were the bad team tonight. I don't. I think they actually played a pretty decent game. But at the end of the day, bad teams find ways to lose games. And they did. And once again, the Flyers had the lead in the 3rd period, and they let it slip away. Because you know why? I think what spiraled that out of control is why the fuck is Zach McEwen taking that fight against Zdeno Chara in the middle of the 3rd period? Because after that fight, the Islanders wake up and get the momentum back. And then they eventually tie the game late. And then we go into an overtime. And then we go into a shootout. And then we lose in the shootout because no one can fucking score. The Flyers can't score in the shootout to begin with. Carter Hart is literally making all the saves in the goddamn world. Give this team a chance to, give me a chance to win, boys. I am stopping everything. Score! It's probably what Carter Hart's saying. But at the end of the day, it doesn't happen. Because the Flyers suck at shootouts. They suck at everything. They just suck. And suck. And suck. And suck, and suck, and suck, and suck, and suck, and suck. I think I counted 9 there. I think I did. I might have counted 10, but who knows? But you know what I mean. 9 sucks for 9 straight losses. And who knows? It could be 10 straight losses on Thursday against Columbus. But we'll get to that when we get to that. Who knows? Who the hell knows but this team? Because it is just, oh my God, we're at the epitome of the low, boys. We are. We really are. And like I said, I don't think the Flyers played bad tonight. I really don't. But bad teams find ways to lose games. And I think that's the basic summary of this entire thing. The Flyers outshot the Islanders. I thought they were the better team throughout the 1st and the 2nd period. And then you go halfway through that 3rd period, and oh my God, the Flyers just lost all momentum in the world. My goodness. It's unbelievable at this point. It really is. Going to this game, Carter Hart's the goaltender. You're going up against Varlamov. So with a back-to-back situation, the other goalies are playing, not the ones from last night. Going to this game early on, and also people that are watching this on the ESPN Plus Hulu broadcast, I feel bad for you because thankfully I didn't have to watch that. But sadly, I did watch this game in person now. So I guess we're in a lose-lose situation at that point. But still, early in this game, you allow the Islanders to get the momentum, and they score very early in this game. Salo, who originally did score yesterday, but then the goal was credited away from him, now he gets his first NHL goal in this game early as the Islanders control possession in the zone. Barzal to Salo, he puts it from the point. I'm not sure if Carter Hart was screened in this situation. He kind of didn't look like he knew where the puck was. So he scores. It becomes a 1-0 Islanders lead like that. And then the Flyers, they were getting chances throughout this period. I'd say they would. And they were getting their chances. And they eventually do get a power play late in this first period, and they actually score on the power play. Get Cam York a shot from the point, goes through the 5-hole of Varlamov, then goes to the backboards, then bounces through Varlamov's 5-hole again to the stick of JVR, who puts it 5-hole through Varlamov again and into the net, tying the game up at 1. So, you get a tie game going into the intermission. But then we go second period. I feel like the Flyers are the better team in this period. They definitely are getting the majority of the chances. They're really hemming the Islanders in their own zone, and I felt like they were the team with the most energy. But there was also a lot of sloppiness in this game as well. Just passes that seemed very off. And this, like I said, this was probably one of the better Flyers games they have played recently, but there was still a ton of sloppiness in this game, wholeheartedly. There was. Bad passes in someone's skates, fumbling of the puck. It was just all over there tonight. And it felt like in the one shift that the Islanders had, possession in that zone, later on, over halfway into that second period, they end up scoring on that, and it becomes Josh Bailey. As he wins a battle in front of the net, and he manages to beat Travis Sanheim to beat Carter Hart, and that becomes a 2-1 Islanders lead. But then the Flyers respond directly a little under 30 seconds later. The Travis Konechny line out there. They force Varlamov to come out of his net. They forecheck the Islanders behind the net, and then they find a way to get the puck over to Travis Konechny, who puts it into the empty net past Varlamov, tying the game up at 2. So we go to the intermission, tied at 2. Then you go into the third period. Early on, the Claude Giroux line in today's game, Joel Farabee, Atkinson, Claude Giroux, they were buzzing. They were getting a majority of the chances in this game for the Flyers. I would say they were the best line on the ice tonight for this team. And then they get to break up the ice. Claude Giroux doing this all with one hand, trying to poke the puck up, trying to control it at the same time, and then he finds to get the puck to his forehand, and he snipes it top cheddar past Varlamov. Ew. Becomes a 3-2 Flyers lead at that point. And it looks like the Flyers, maybe could actually close this game out. Maybe, they can get some help. Maybe get Carter Hart a win. Maybe snap this losing streak. But then for some reason, Zach McEwen decides to take a fight. Just decides to. Why is he doing this? Because I forget who he hit in that standpoint. So Zach McEwen tries to hit someone. And then Chara comes in to try to defend his teammate. And then Zach McEwen takes the fight. Like, what are you doing, man? You're down. You're up 3-2. And you don't need to take this fight. You don't need to give the Islanders any momentum. You just don't. You should not be doing that. I didn't like the fight from that scenario. I just don't. I know people are saying credit to Zach McEwen for standing up to Zdeno Chara. Still fighting that situation. Chara is trying to get his team momentum. He's trying to get them back in the game. Why are you giving them that chance? This was one of the same situations that happened earlier on in the losing streak against San Jose, when you were winning that game, and then Sealer takes the fight, and then San Jose storms after that. Why are you doing that? It's stupid hockey. Like, I know Zach McEwen, he's doing his job as a fourth-line player. Yeah, he's supposed, just don't do that. Be smarter with your fights. Don't take a fight in that situation. Okay, if you're going to fight to try to give your team momentum, I understand that. Don't fight when the other team's trying to make you do it. Just don't. Just don't do it. Because then eventually, the Islanders tie the game up. It's Zizekas, and he ties the game up at 3. So now, we go into overtime. And the one thing before we even go into overtime, the Flyers did have a chance to get something going in the last few seconds there. Travis Konechny bringing the puck up, and he's literally holding on to the puck for a good goddamn 10 seconds, not doing anything with it, trying to skate along the outside, go to the blue line, and then just nothing happens because he loses the puck. So that was a wasted 10 seconds in that scenario, but you go into overtime. Nothing happens. Islanders get a lot of chances. The Flyers get a couple of chances as well. Both Carter Hart and Semyon Varlamov make a good amount of saves. So we go into the shootout. And let's go through this shootout lineup because, oh boy, it was long. Travis Konechny for the Flyers. Stopped by Varlamov. Anthony Beauvillier for the Islanders in the first round. Stopped by Carter Hart. Claude Giroux. Trying to bring back the old clap bomb. Doesn't work. Varlamov makes the save. Barzal, he tries to do a little, fancy, try to slow down, do all these little fancy deeks right there. Carter haven't done that, so he makes the save there. Cam Atkinson starts the third round for the Flyers. He misses. Then you got Brock Nelson for the Islanders. Hart makes the save. Joel Farabee comes up. He misses the net. Josh Bailey comes up. He misses the net. Scott Lawton, probably the best Flyers chance in the shootout. He did try to go 5-hole past Varlamov. He did a little, toe drag. Well, not toe drag. He did a little skate kick. And then he tried to go 5-hole. Didn't work there. Varlamov made the save. Bellows coming up. Misses the net. Morgan Frost misses the net. Noah Dobson, Carter Hart makes the save. JVR misses the net. Zach Parise, Carter Hart makes the save. Mayhew, that's really showing how, depleted your lineup is when you're using Mayhew in the shootout. He misses the net. Pajot comes in. Hart makes the save. Ivan Provorov comes in. He actually hits Varlamov, and he has to make the save. So there were a lot of missed shots in this shootout as well for the Flyers. I think most of their shots missed the net. And then Oliver Wahlstrom comes in, and he beats Carter Hart. So the Flyers lose in the 9th round of the shootout, and they lose their 9th straight game. Yeah. So, 3 stars of this game. Oliver Wahlstrom with the game winner in the shootout. He gets 1st star. Semyon Varlamov gets 2nd star. And Robin Salo gets 3rd star, scoring his first NHL goal. Flyers in shots on goal in this game. The Flyers actually led them in shots on goal 34-31. Flyers won faceoff percentage 56.1%. Flyers scored on the 1 power play they had. Well, they scored on 1 power play. They went 1 for 3, while the Islanders go 0 for 2. Physical game, 27 hits for the Flyers, 25 for the Islanders. Flyers blocked a lot of shots. They blocked 20, and the Islanders blocked 17. Both teams gave the puck away a lot, and shot totals per period, 12-9 in the first in favor of the Flyers, 14-7 of the Flyers in favor of the Flyers in the second period, and then 9-6 in the third period in favor of the Islanders. Overtime shots were favored 6-2 of the Islanders, and that's how your game shots ended. And there were some things that did happen in this game. Joel Farabee did have an injury scare in that third period. He took a hard hit into the boards. I think it was Wahlstrom that hit him, or Noah Dobson, and he went to the not to the locker room. He went to the end of the bench. He was, favoring that left arm. I think that was the same arm that he got injured during the Rangers game earlier in the year. I believe it was in November or December during the other part of their first losing streak. So Joel Farabee, he eventually did come back on the ice, and he did look fine. So hopefully that was just, it just, hurt in that moment, and it's going to be nothing serious moving forward, because also you don't have Kevin Hayes for now for 3 to 4 weeks, since he was, I think, getting fluid out of, I think it was his hip or something like that. I forget what it was specifically called, but he was getting fluids removed, so he's going to be gone for 3 to 4 weeks. So yeah, there goes another center, and it definitely does. So just more and more and more pain. More pain. It's just, I just can't. I can't. I really can't. It's just hard to bring out, because I didn't think the Flyers played that bad tonight. I really don't. But at the end of the day, that doesn't matter, because they still lost. I don't care if they got the loser point, because at the end of the day, it doesn't fucking matter. You still lost. You lost your 9 straight. And what else is there to say? We had the podcast earlier today. We got some of our frustrations out there, talking that with Jim from High and Wide Radio. And then, what else am I supposed to say here? I expected the Flyers to lose this game, but I thought they also played better at the same time. But still, it doesn't matter, because they lost. It just continues to get more and more frustrating. I think that's the summary of this entire thing. So then, looking at the rest of their schedule to see when the hell they're actually going to win a goddamn game, they got Columbus this Thursday. Jake Voracek could possibly return that game. I think he is on COVID protocol with the Blue Jackets, so hopefully he does able to return that game, just so we can see him back in the Wells Fargo Center for the first time. And then we got Buffalo on Saturday. Columbus, do we win? I have no idea. Probably not. And Buffalo on Saturday. Do I have confidence this Flyers team could beat Buffalo at this point? I have no idea. Dallas on Monday. That's probably not going to be a win. You got the Islanders next Tuesday. We haven't beat the Islanders in these 2 games, so why do I have a confidence they're going to beat them next week? Then they have 3 days off, and then they play the Los Angeles Kings on the last day of the last game of the month of January, before they play the Winnipeg Jets on the 1st of February. And the standings-wise, the Flyers are still at 34. They have 34 points now. We'll get into the extra points in the shootout loss. They're 13-8-8, 34 points. And the Islanders, they have, 7 games in hand on the Flyers? Oh my goodness, and they are only behind them by 2 points. Yeah, I do think the Islanders are eventually going to pass the Flyers in the standings, them and the New Jersey Devils. So I think it is inevitable at this point that the Flyers are going to be in the bottom part, even though they're already at the bottom parts of the standings in the Eastern Conference and the Metropolitan Division. Looking at the league standings to see where the Flyers are. They are 25th in the league out of 32 teams, so that's the 7th worst team in the league? Yeah, they definitely are. And when the Islanders do eventually move past them, they could probably be the 6th worst team in the league. And who knows, maybe Buffalo can move past them. Maybe that's 5th worst team in the league. I just don't have confidence this team is going to win a game. I can't say on any of these games in the schedule that I'm confident that they're going to win a game. But, if they do lose their 10th straight, they're probably going to go on that stupid stretch where they win so many games in a little bit, win that, 5 out of your next 6 games, get points in all those games, and then they'll eventually go back to losing. That's probably what's going to happen with this Flyer team because, Flyers at this point. I think that's a good way to summarize that. I do think it is. But I want to hear your thoughts on this. I do. I want to hear your thoughts on this game because that's where I'm going to end this video at, because at the end of the day, I don't have any more to talk about because it's the same shit every time. So don't forget to leave your comments in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to drop a like on this video. Don't forget to check out the Painted Lines, which I'm a part of. Their links are down in the description below. Also, don't forget to check out the links to BrodesMedia, the Flyer.pod merch website, and also Flyers Nitty Gritty. All that good stuff is down in the description below. Don't forget to check those out. And like I said at the beginning of the video, the most important thing you can do is hit that sub button. I will greatly appreciate that. And also, like I said, use the code TTPSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase at SeatGeek. And I will see you next time.